Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer J. Raffler, and I am your host for the Soul2Soul Global Summit. Learn the truth about our sun, how it heals us, supports our spiritual evolution, and more. Today, we have a most beautiful guest, the lovely Merita Bat Shoshan. Merita Bat Shoshan has been channeling the sun and star beings for the last 16 years through a very visual way, artwork. She is able to tap into new codes and vibrations, which she downloads onto canvas. From there, they become portals that keep radiating beautiful energies to people and their surroundings. She has also been following a call that took her from Portugal to Israel, where she has lived for the past 45 years, the Rose Way, guided by Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Jeshua ben Joseph. Today she works with the Magdalene Codes, which she received 2 years ago, through 9 paintings, and initiates people who are ready to go beyond their duality and reconnect to their true selves. She also sells her paintings and prints. Welcome, Merita.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
It's such a pleasure to be here with you. So much for joining us.
Yeah, I think all the sun beings and the star beings are around us, clapping, and so excited about our connection.
Yay! Getting my little goosebumps. So, Merita, for me, you were my expert on the sun beings. You are the one that introduced me to them, and you are the one that told me that I am a sun being. So I appreciate that about you immensely for that information, that introduction, that knowing, or remembering, I should say. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. They were asking me, pushing me to tell you that. And here you are with a summit connecting people to the sun. It's amazing.
Oh,
It's
thank
amazing.
you.
They're so happy about it.
Thank you. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy to have you here. Could you possibly share with our viewers what is a sun being and how did you become aware of them?
I will start from the very beginning. It was about 20 years ago
Okay.
that I was instructed by some channeler then to start sun gazing. She didn't call it that. She just said, go to the beach every day toward the sunset and look into the sun. There is something calling you to do that. So I started doing it. Every day I went to the beach. I lived quite near, and I would look into the sun, and when I closed my eyes, I would see all these brilliant colors and also symbols. It was like lines of symbols, like something written, but I couldn't understand it. It was a language I couldn't understand, but I knew and I know today that it was already receiving codes and vibrations through colors. So that was the beginning. And it started me on a long journey that led me into a crisis that I had to leave my very comfortable way of life in a community in Israel. That was really easy, and leave everything behind and go and find out what my soul wanted from me. At that time, I started to paint in ways that I could not understand. I had no control whatsoever of what was coming out. And I painted non-stop. and I could feel very strong energies coming from the paintings. Sometimes I had to lie down while, and have breaks. And
Wow.
I didn't understand what I was doing at all. And much later, people start reacting to those paintings and telling me there's energies coming from them. They activating something in us. And I started getting all those feedbacks. And much later, I understood that I was channeling the
Mm.
star beings and the sun beings.
Okay.
During one channeling I had with a channeler, not through me straight, I asked about my connection with the stars. And she told me their connection to you. And she said there's about 100 stars that want to bring their information through you. I
Wow.
had no idea then that I was already doing it through the paintings.
Wow. I'm getting goosebumps again.
So today I understand after a few years of not knowing what I was doing at all and moving around a lot. I left Israel, I went back to Portugal for a year. I spent a year meeting amazing people who were also teachers of the way that I had chosen to take. And I was in a beautiful place full of nature, and there it really flowed, the painting. And every time I moved, after a year in Portugal, I came back to Israel and I kept moving to different places. And I understood that I was following my heart and I had to take those paintings everywhere I went and put them up.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I understood later that these paintings are open portals, connecting to very powerful frequencies from the universe, from different places.
Okay.
And when I put them up, they just keep flowing or radiating their energies into the space where I lived and to people who looked at them.
Mm-hmm.
And much later, I understood, I was told that I am part of a group called Starbeam. I have no idea if they are the same as star seeds, but
Okay.
I was told that this group of star beings, they're actually guiding me.
Mm-hmm.
They are a group that goes all over the universe and maybe beyond our universe, gathering knowledge and experience by going into different places, planets, stars, whatever it is, that are in need of a push for their evolution. So we are a group of kind of cosmic gypsies.
I like.
And apparently, each one of us has their own gifts. Not
Mm-hmm.
all of us do the same, obviously.
Yeah.
And my gift was painting the codes and frequencies.
Okay.
And at the beginning, I start painting suns, two suns. Do you want to show them? The
Ooh,
two
yes.
suns?
We can bring that up.
Yeah, go ahead. You have them all there.
And
And these two suns, while you're looking for them, they reminded me of home. Apparently, my first planet.
okay. Can you?
There you are. There you are. Apparently, my first home had two suns, so I started remembering and painting them all the time.
Wow.
Okay, there
Beautiful.
you are, the two suns radiating, and they really are familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the first one. the first series, I painted a lot of these, and then they start coming different ones from different places. You can show now the blue one.
Blue one. Okay.
The blue one that came through in Portugal when I was living on a mountain, a beautiful mountain there, full of amazing nature. And this star came through. There we go. Okay, that's one of the very first ones as well.
Okay. And so is this our sun? Is this soul?
No, 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 this is not our sun. This
Okay.
comes from another place and it just radiates to us through the paintings. I do not have the names of these suns.
Okay.
Okay, I just know that they come through me. I have an idea that from all the places I've been to in the universe, I can bring through. Okay, I can bring through their energy, their vibrations, their codes.
Okay.
That's what I can figure out till now. Yes?
That's part of your star being heritage.
I think so.
Okay.
I also want to tell you some, a funny story.
Sure.
I am a grandmother. I have 2 grandchildren. And my grandson was, as a young child, now he's 10, but when he was about 3 or 4, he was very open to energies, to seeing things. And one day we were playing, just the 2 of us, and he started looking all around me. And then he said, "Your name is Grandmother's Son."
Wow.
And he still calls me that. Everybody calls me that in the family. Grandmother's son. In Hebrew, it is Safta Shemesh.
Wow.
But that's how they call me. Because the kids saw, my grandson saw something around me and he saw a sun.
They know. So
They see, they know. So that's the name I have in my family. Grandmother, son.
very appropriate.
So to continue our story, I also understand and I understood now more than ever that I started to bring to earth through the sun the new vibrations that today we call the rainbow. Okay, they are new vibrations, and there's a lot of talk about them lately, but I have been bringing them for the last 15 years at least. And in one of the paintings that I did about 11 years ago, it shows how they are brought in. So do you want to show that painting?
Yes.
It is something that I did absolutely intuitively. You can see here the sun, and you can see Mother Earth bringing it through. Her hand is like an animal. Can you see? It's like a
Yes.
yeah. And the rainbow comes through. It's like a seed that I planted, that I brought through the sun and painted it. And it touches the waters in Mother Earth, and it feeds the trees and the human beings, and also heals the earth. You can see the spirals of gold working inside Mother Earth. So wherever I went, I would put this painting up. It's a big one. And it was like the rainbow would start working. It was like planting this seed wherever I went.
Wow, I love this one. This is my new favorite, and I first saw it yesterday. But yeah, it has so much with the sun, the earth, the tree, the rainbow, the water, and then the being within the tree as well.
Yes, filling up with the rainbow. And the rainbow is going up through the being's roots, our roots as human beings, and the trees. And look what happens when they fill up with the rainbow. There's golden fruit.
Wow,
Okay, so all this came through about 10 years ago, and I would
amazing.
put it up wherever I went.
Yes.
Today, the rainbow beings are much more present in my life. I
Mhm.
feel them, I see them, and I understand that one of the things that I do really is bringing the new vibrations in through this rainbow.
Wow. And this also shows how we are channels, just like the tree is a channel. Um,
Yes,
Gaia and soul.
if we are ready, we can integrate and absorb so much. You know, you can see there's also golden energy coming through, and we can, if we are ready for it, if we want to, if this is what we came to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
I will tell you more about it. There's another painting I want you to show with the sun woman.
Okay.
It was painted more or less at the same time, and it showed me you must understand that for years I didn't know what they meant. I would just bring them through, and I didn't know what was it all about. Today I can see much better that here's this butterfly woman so connected with the sun that she even has a sun face.
Wow.
Her face is yellow, and
Yes.
she has her arms up, and she's bringing the colors through. And there's a kind of spiral under her arms. They move, there's a lot of movement here. And the colors come through and they become roses on earth.
Beautiful. Just
And
beautiful.
there's these wings, the blue wings. There's a lot of blue showing up all the time. And I can see blue sometimes all around me. I think it's connected to Mother Mary,
Okay. Okay.
but she is a great mentor,
Wow.
and she shows up in blue.
Beautiful.
This is my connection with the sun beings, with the star beings, and about 2 years ago, I was looking at the sun,
Hmm.
and all these rays start coming through, rainbow colors streaming through. It was the first time I saw it with my open eyes, and they were like amazing, and they didn't stop coming, and I understood that I had to put them in, that I had to paint them. So I did very quickly, and there were 9 coming through. The 7 colors of the rainbow, a white one and a golden one, and they came through in the rose shape. So I felt a lot of energy coming from those paintings, and I
Hmm.
started testing them on friends. Okay, so they agreed. Some of them could see lots of things going on in those paintings, and
Yep.
some of them went through amazing, um, how do you call it, transformations. They felt things happening inside of them, and
Hmm.
slowly I understood that these were the new codes and the new vibrations, frequencies that I could use with people,
Mm-hmm.
on people, in therapies.
Yes.
And I do that today, and you know that.
Yes,
You
because I
were
went
one of
through
those
that.
who tried it to receive all 9 of them.
Yes, and very transformative indeed. And I recall two roses were pivotal. One in particular, I'm not sure if it was the green one. For some reason, green is sticking into my mind. Maybe you remember.
Yeah.
But I saw myself. I saw myself as a child, and I saw myself as an adult, but older than what I was when I was looking at your painting. And I saw different animals, and they just kept changing. There was a dog, there was a wolf, there was an owl, all different types of animals, and then
Mhm.
myself. And it blew me away because who could have thought I could have seen those things in a painting of a rose? But like you say, it's a portal. It truly is. And it's depending on who's looking at it, it's their own personal portal. So it's just amazing. It blew me away. Totally blew me away. Yeah, it was a great experience.
I want to touch the subject of why rose,
Yes, yes.
because together with being a channel for the star beings, I was also following a call that brought me back to Portugal and then again to Israel. And this call had to do with the Rose Way. The Rose Way is connected also to the Sisterhood of the Rose, but it's a way of a very feminine energy, the divine feminine.
Okay.
And it existed here in Israel during the time of Mother Mary and Magdalene.
Mhm.
And the rose is very connected to them. And these codes that I received, the 9 roses, they are the Magdalene codes. And they are meant to activate in you the true one that you are and allow you to understand what is it that you really came to do very quickly. Not everyone is ready for this. Okay, it's like I really use like a planting of this roses in the pineal gland and in the heart.
Okay.
And people go through a lot of clearing, a lot of transformation, and in the end, they start using and transmitting these codes themselves in whatever they do. So this was part of the channeling through painting.
Yes, indeed. And through you, you're a channel.
Yeah, and it was all connected, the rose and Magdalene and the rainbow and the new frequencies coming to Earth. It's just like it was very powerful.
Yes. And originally, it came from the sun. When you saw those colors streaming out of the sun, you didn't see that with your third eye that time. You saw it with your two eyes.
Yes, coming through the sun. The
So,
sun is my connection. A
okay.
lot of times I was called also a sun child. And I understand that was one of my stops. I was there as well. So I paint the sunbeams as little uh, golden creatures.
Mm.
Okay, so they're all around me sometimes when I paint them, and they come through my paintings as well. They're golden color.
And so, right now, do you feel their presence around you?
I feel a lot of joy around me.
Ah.
I feel that they're really hugging me and happy with our connection, Jennifer. That was so important.
Wow, I'm
Because I
getting
feel that
goosebumps.
now you are going to blossom into what you really came to do, which is these summits showing so much, and this is just the beginning.
It always is just the beginning. That's the way I see it.
There's a follow-up to beginnings, there's no end, but beginnings, yes, there's just no end.
Yeah.
There's always something else and always something else. And by the way, the something else that is coming to me now is my connection to the whales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've been in touch with the cosmic uh, part of all these vibrations, energies, knowledge through my paintings, and now I am asked to do that through the whales, to be more on Earth. Whatever that means, I don't know yet.
Okay.
Know that I said yes.
Why
And
wouldn't
we'll
you?
see where it leads me, the connection to the whales, which are the cosmic library on Earth.
Yes.
They, yes.
We have lots of whales over here in Cape Cod, that's for sure. And lots
And visit. I'll come and visit.
I
If you stay long enough, I'll come
know.
and visit.
So, Merita, could you possibly explain for our viewers what is the difference between a sun being and a star being? A star being could have been a sun being in the past, but what is a sun being
Uh, a
person?
star being, as I understand, is a being that has been all over the place, as I mentioned before. They go to all these different places for experiencing,
Including the sun. It could.
including the sun.
Okay.
Okay, I feel that this group goes to places to gather knowledge and technology, so they can go to places where where they are needed
Mm-hmm.
to move something in the vibrations of another planet or bring up their consciousness. That's what they do.
And then the sun beings are in the sun. They're very high vibrational, probably obviously another dimension.
Hmm.
Them as golden beings.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there is the central sun as well,
Okay.
which I connect to through the sun as well. Okay, there's the central sun, that is the sun that is the source.
So the sun is like a filter then. When you're channeling these planets or stars through your paintings, it's coming through our sun first, correct?
Uh, I think so. I don't have all the knowledge, Jennifer, because it doesn't come to me through words. I don't have this kind of channeling of knowledge.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay.
that comes with many details, and I channel through my paintings, and the visual way is so powerful
Yes, it is.
because it stays there if you have one near you. Many people have ordered, and they have my paintings all around the world,
Mhm.
and it's like most of them, they tell me that they receive messages, that these paintings speak to them, that they feel the energies, and it's just mind-blowing. It's the way that I bring uh, these vibrations without words. They
Mm.
work without words. You just look at them. It's like reading a great book that changes your life. You can look at one of these paintings, and it is absorbed from your consciousness, your being, your light being, I don't know what, but it
Yeah.
does work in a very profound way. Some told me in a multidimensional way.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
So I was supposed to bring this without too many words and too many knowing how what I am a channel. Maybe one day they'll explain to me everything, but right now,
I'm
right
so
now I leave that to others who can do that better than me. Okay, I just bring it through a visual way.
okay. Perfect. Thank you, Merita, so much.
You are very welcome. I am so glad to be here with you.
Oh,
I am so proud of you and getting this summit together with such amazing people. I can't tell you how much I enjoy seeing this and being part of it.
thank you. I am honored to have you on the summit again. I had you on my first summit, and it was such a privilege and honor then, and still holds true. So thank you for blowing
Thank
up my
you.
screen with your radiance.
Thank you, all of you.
So, Marita, is there anything else that perhaps we missed that you would like to add before we leave?
No, not really.
No, we're
Thank
good.
you. I'm just sending everyone who's watching a rose, a
Oh,
colored rose.
beautiful.
That's all.
Well, thank you, everybody, for showing up today and watching this most awesome interview with Marita. And I'm Jennifer J. Raffler. I'm your host. I look forward to seeing you for the next interview. Thank you again, Marita, so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.